Now the present is being interpreted through the past, through past data. And then people say, see, this keeps happening to me. I need you to look closer because your internal architecture is participating in how you meet what is happening. That brings us to two trees. And I want you to slow down here because I never want to throw biblical language at people who are new to my work and assume that you automatically understand what I mean. Okay. When we talk about Genesis, Genesis gives us two central trees, the tree of life and the tree of knowledge, right? Good and evil, all right? This is not only biblical symbols, but as representations of two different architectures of government, all right? This is duality, two ways the human house can organize itself, two governments, two sets of faculties, two rules, and ultimately two different kinds of fruit. Y'all know what fruit is. So what is the tree of life going to produce? It's the original government. Under the tree of life, government proceeds from the rightful source, from the Godhead, right? Truth establishes order. Christ carries the blueprint of that right relationship. The faculties of the human being remain differentiated, but they stay in their proper positions. Does that make sense? Your intellect has a function. Your emotion has a function. Your nervous system has a function, a natural function. Your appetite has a function. Your ego has a function. Your body has a function. But function is not the same thing as government. Christ came to govern, rule over, not as some sort of tyrant or dictator, but to be the destroyer between the false government and the true government of which your body, your physical vessel, the house of God is meant to be established under. What that means, if you've been missing out on what I've been saying, is that in layman's terms, your body operates a certain specific, perfect way. So that every organ and every cell in your body, okay? There is a system to everything inside of your vessel. And if you are being pushed propaganda and all this other stuff, and you're being flooded with things that do not align with the natural order and natural functions of the physical vessel, including the food you eat, what do you think is going to happen? Again, putting diesel into an electric car. You starting to feel what I'm saying? So all of these systems has a function. Your ego, your body, all right? But again, function is not the same thing as government, all right? That's one of the most important things I'm going to teach you. So your emotions are allowed to communicate without becoming king. Fear can alert you without becoming king. King, only one deserves to be king. Only he deserves to be king. In the beginning, I said to you, when I speak about Christ, I'm not talking about the Christ that you're talking about. Okay, I'm talking about Christ consciousness, the one who comes to destroy the false government by enacting the blueprint through his will. And that blueprint aligns with everything I'm talking about right now.